Hi, I'm NK and welcome to Formidable Mind. How are you today? How is your mental health today? Let's talk about quotes and why they're so prevalent in our time. Have you heard of the Charles Manson's quotes? Have you heard of the Doomsday quotes? You need to do a research on them. There are so many enlightening informations about, they give you a lot of information about what a cult is, the attributes, the characteristics of, being in a cult or what a cult generally is, and there's so many stories out there, people who have experienced being in a cult and just want to share their stories, their experiences, for people to learn one or two from their experiences. All right, so now the question we'll be answering in this segment, in this video, is why do people join cults? Why do they find themselves in a cult? How did they get there in the first place? Alright, so this is a two-part series, guys. Okay, so I'd love you to stay tuned for the next part. Okay, because in this part is just the introductory part where we'll be answering what is a cult and characteristics of a cult. And in the next part, we'll be answering the main question: why do people join cults? All right, let's get to it. What is a cult? A cult comprises of a group of people, who have an excessive, commitment, dedication, loyalty, adherence, focused towards, a person, a belief system, a doctrine, or a cause, that is CAUSE. You'll be surprised that in the US alone, expert psychologists estimate that there are about 10,000 cults in operation. And guys, this is just an estimate. Cults are everywhere, all over the world, in small sizes and large sizes. Some are operating, they're conspicuous, operating in the open for people to see, while others are hidden. Here are some characteristics of a cult, and you can use this as a checklist, as a guide, for yourself or for someone whom that is in a group. They are exerting a lot of dedication, loyalty, commitment, paying a lot of sacrifice to be able to be in that group. You can use this as a checklist for yourself or for someone you know. The first attribute of a cult is they are mostly led by a charming or mesmerizing leader. Someone who has a way with words, who tends to hit the right buttons in your mind. They have a sweet tongue that whatever they say, makes you trust them, makes you feel comfortable in their circle. Manipulation is the second feature of a cult. It is a psychological weapon exercised by the leader or other obsessed followers in the group to make an individual, perform a task, do something that could be against the social norms or even against the individual's principles. Another characteristic of a cult is fear. Instilling fear, by the leader is an emotional tactic to keep the followers in check, to keep them in control, to keep them from leaving the group. The leader could bring up threats that they would destroy the lives of the followers or the lives of their family members, their loved ones. And this would make the followers not to leave the group. The fourth attribute of a cult is authoritarianism. This is a leadership style, where whatever the leader says is the law. Whatever he says is right. There is no wrong. It is right. Okay, and the followers have no option. They have no choice. Okay, there's no choosing anything. Okay, whatever he says you do, you do. Wherever he says you go. If you violate it, there will be consequences. Another characteristic of a cult is that there is no positivity, productivity, progress, or peace. That is peace of mind. Okay, PEACE. Let's call them the 4 P's, which you can watch out for. Okay, now this 4 P's, is important in being in a group. Okay, so it's something you can ask yourself or the person whom that is in a group. Okay, is there productivity? Is there positivity? Is there progress? Is there peace? Are the followers expressing peace? Is everyone at peace with being in this group? Okay, now something else you can observe is are the profits, gained in this group, are the profits, shared directly amongst the followers or directed towards an angle, most likely the leader's angle. The last thing that I would like you to take note is casualties. Are there casualties? Loss of lives, loss of properties, and all. Okay, guys, so those are the characteristics you can watch out for. Okay, be careful out there in your search for a group or community where you can feel a sense of belonging, acceptance, and express yourself, explore yourself, explore your potentials. Be careful out there. Okay, you can use these characteristics as your guidelines, okay, in choosing a group, in being a part of a group. Okay, because getting involved in a negative group can lead to dangerous consequences. It can lead to the end of your life. Okay, so please be careful. All right, guys, so watch out for the part 2 of this series. Okay, that is where we'll be addressing the main question: why do people join cults? But till then, remember, your mind is formidable. Have a good time.